minutes late. Had a bit of a time jump in the glitch in the matrix or something happened a few minutes ago. I was running a few minutes late. I had to go out for a little bit and was getting myself ready. And I would swear any holy book that you put in front of me that my phone said 7:58. I'm like, okay, just like a bit of backstory. Okay, 7:58. Try and get makeup done really fast. And then look at it again. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm doing like, oh, get it on as soon as I can, go live as soon as I can. Look again, it was like 3 or 4 minutes later, 7:58. Like, okay, all right, well, something happened. Glitch in the Matrix or something. Stranger Things. Anyway, hope that you are keeping well this evening. Thank you so much again for being here. If you are new here, new to this channel, welcome. My name is Sarah. Yes, I am a coffee drinking tea leaf reader. I know it sounds very strange. It's like my catch line. It's very, very true. Teresa, hi, thanks so much for being here, Teresa. I so appreciate it. I know I'm running a few minutes late. I'm so sorry about that. Just getting myself ready and caught up here in the background. Background noise that you do hear is me boiling the water in said kettle. Whoa, it's right here. So that will take just another minute or two to get ready. But hi, Teresa. It's so awesome that you can make it. That's amazing. Just getting myself set up here in the background. Dragonfly! Hi, thanks so much for being here, Dragonfly. Ah, that's amazing. I love how everyone chats amongst themselves. It just warms my heart. That's amazing. Hope that you ladies are keeping really well and that your day so far is going really well. I kept thinking today was Friday for some reason. I don't know why. Just getting my phone all tidied up. I use my phone for here for the lives and laptop here off camera to read the chat because I'm extremely short-sighted. Just get myself tidied up here and we're all set to go. So how is everyone keeping? Hope that your day is going really well. Are you ready for another evening of tea leaf reading? So tonight, this evening, we are going to be doing viewer readings, live viewer readings. So if you are new here, this is what we do on Monday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern. Sorry for the camera moving there a little bit. I go live. I had a great day. Lunch with girlfriend. Oh, that's awesome, Teresa. That's amazing. That's good. It sounds like a lot of fun. So on Monday evenings, we go live at 8 p.m. Eastern, and we do a look at the week ahead, like a general weekly tea leaf reading is what we call it. And then on Thursday nights, tonight, back to our normal schedule this week, and we do live viewer readings. So they really are a taste test. It's a goodwill gesture on my part. A taste test of a tea leaf reading, essentially. So these are three free 5-minute tea leaf readings. So if you are interested in having a quick little reading and see whatever the boss, as I affectionately like to say, would like you to know, then please come into the chat and say so. I don't pre-book these. All of that information is in the description box below. And don't pre-book these live readings. Really, first come, first serve. So first served, I should say. So if you are interested in having a quick reading, please come into the chat. You're most welcome here, and let us know, and we can go ahead and get your reading in process. So let's do my little tiny disclaimer here. My little disclaimer that I always like to say. Before we started doing the lives, I was doing like pre-recorded tea leaf readings, pre-recorded like weekly and then bi-weekly tea leaf readings before we went to lives. And I would always put on the screen the disclaimer, but now it's in the description box. Well, it was in the description box before as well, but now I always like to say it. So just a quick reminder here that all the readings that I do offer here are for entertainment purposes only. All the readings I do offer are for entertainment purposes only. So please take what you will, leave what you don't. There is a big long disclaimer in the description box below, but I always like to just say that out loud. So ladies, it looks like it's just us girls hanging out right now. So if either of you ladies would like to have a tea leaf reading, let me know in the chat. And while I'm talking about the chat, I know that you ladies are talking back and forth amongst yourselves already, but let's give a big round of applause and a big round of thanks to our beautiful moderator in the house tonight, and that's Dragonfly. So she's going to be in the chat, making sure that everything is running tickety-boo and working away as it should. So thank you so much, Dragonfly, for all of your help. I always like to say thank you because I genuinely mean it. So thank you so much. Wonderful. Oh, perfect. Awesome. So we have Teresa and Dragonfly. And Oh, I know. Perfect. Let me just get myself all set up here off camera. Sorry, I have all the mugs here. But let me just write your names down on my little pieces of paper here, just so that I can keep track of which teacup belongs to who. So we have Teresa. And as always, I mean, I think you ladies know the drill by now, but if you have a tea leaf reading here, and if you are interested in me sending you pictures of your tea leaves, then please send me a quick email and I will reply to you and I will send you I take about 3 pictures of your tea leaves. It's just something that I like to do for your reference. That's all. Did I mention that my family was into coffee grounds? If you did, I've forgotten. I don't think so, Teresa, but if you did, I forgot. Maybe you did. If you did, I forgot. My apologies if I have forgotten. That is very interesting. Yes, a tea leaf reading and hang on one second. Tea leaf reading, from as far as I'm concerned, according to the research I've done, and in my opinion, tea leaf reading and coffee ground readings essentially is the same thing. It's like the same as the different kind of scenario. You're still looking into the cup. So extremely similar. I think, as far as I'm concerned, it's just everyone has a different. People read differently. So there's that as one difference, but also we're just using different materials. So I'm just going to move 1 second. Sorry. I had back injury a little while ago, and it's acting up tonight. I thought I could sit normally, but I can't do that yet. Sorry about that. Yeah, we're just using different materials. So rather than using coffee grounds, we're using tea leaves. But that's awesome that your family's into that, Teresa. That's so cool. Short-sighted. 1 second. Sometimes at my church. Oh, that's so neat. That's so neat, Teresa. It's awesome to hear those kinds of stories. That's really, really fun. That's really cool. Yeah, I mean, I take it all very seriously, like entertainment purposes only, of course, but I do take all of this extremely seriously. It's just so fun to hear that that's the case. That's really, really neat. It's really fun to hear those kinds of stories. Yeah. Oh, wonderful. That sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, those are always a good thing, in my opinion, to have like, those fellowship hours. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, there's 3 words or 3 terms that are associated or that describe or define tea leaf reading, and those are tasseomancy, tasseology, and tasseography. All 3 come from the French root word tasse, which means cup, Tasse. So essentially, it's referring to like the study of cups, the reading of cups. So even though we are using tea leaves, it is fun. Yeah, it is fun. Even though we are using tea leaves, you can use any material. You can use different materials like coffee grounds too. Oh, Mom just walked in. Hello. Mom says hello. So my first experience of having a cup reading actually was by a lovely Greek gentleman. This was many years ago, and at a Greek-owned restaurant, and he read coffee grounds. So he was bang on accurate. I had no idea then that I'd be doing this now, but that was my first experience. It was really, really fun. Yeah. Oh, Mom, Dragonfly says, hi, Mom.
Hello, dear.
Mom
How
says,
you doing?
hello, dear. How you doing? Okay, so who is going first here? Who's going first, ladies? Who amongst you both, who would like to go first? I have the cup ready and I have the tea ready. Do you ladies have a preference? Please let me know who wants to go first. Let me know.
A straw.
I'm saying pick a straw. We have a fellowship after church. So I'm just going to try and go back in the chat here. Okay. So I think, Teresa, you said it first, but do ladies have a preference? Which one of you like to have your reading first? Please just let me know in the chat. Oh, Mom, Dragonfly says, how was Brie?
She's sound asleep on Sarah's bed.
Oh, is she? Oh, she's sound asleep. Okay, so Dragonfly is asking about Brie. In case you're wondering who Brie is our now, pardon?
3-year-old.
Yeah, she's now a 3-year-old chocolate lab. She's pretty small for a lab. She's a little lab, but we had her out running tonight, so she's pretty tired right now. So apparently she's on my bed, sound asleep. Teresa, go. Pardon, Mom?
Tired her out at the beach.
Yeah, we took her down to the beach, so she's pretty tired right now. Thankfully, thank God. We'll see how long that lasts. Teresa, go first. Okay, so Teresa, so you're gonna go first. Shaylee, you're back. Hi. Oh, Shaylee, hi. Thanks so much for being here. Welcome back. Hope that you're keeping well. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. Well, Shaylee, so far we have Teresa going first, and then we have Dragonfly for the tea leaf readings, but we have one spot left. So if you are interested in having a quick little reading, Shaylee, let us know in the chat. Yeah, let us know. Dragonfly beat me to it. Okay, so you ladies work that amongst yourselves. Shaylee, if you'd like to have a reading, let us know. And I'm just going to get Teresa's cup ready. Okay. Oh, perfect. Oh, perfect. Okay, just happen to look back. Shaylee, my pleasure. Sorry, short-sighted here. I would love to have... Okay, perfect. Awesome. Let me just get your name written on my other little piece of paper here, Shaylee, just so that I know which cup belongs to who. Dragonfly, would you be so kind as to please put my email address into the chat for me? Can you please just, could you maybe do that for me, Dragonfly, please? And I know we said this before, and I know you ladies know. Dragonfly, you are class act there. But no, you're up next. But if anyone has a reading tonight, if you'd like me to send you pictures of your tea leaves, just as like this is what I like to do anyway. Like even if you were a private client, I offer this anyway as a something nice to do, because that way you can see what your tea leaves look like. As far as I'm concerned, it's your reading, it isn't mine. So it's just something that I like to offer just for your reference, just so that you can see what your tea leaves look like. Thank you, Dragonfly. Thank you so much. So that's my email address there. So ladies, if you would like me to send you pictures of your tea leaves, please just send me a quick email and I will reply to you ASAP with pictures of your tea leaves. So Teresa, you are up first. So let's get your leaves ready right now. We'll aim for about 5 minutes. Let's get your cup ready. Admittedly, I have, if you have been looking at, wondering what's been going on with my channel, I've been a bit quieter the past few days. Haven't been posting the shorts really the past few days. But I will be back in doing that again as of tomorrow. Also on TikTok too. In case you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm actually using a makeup that I have here. So liquid lip color to push those things back down in the cup. That was actually in one of the shorts that I posted quite a while. Pardon, Mom? Mom says, do you want a spoon? It's okay, thank you. I've already admitted to the entire world on YouTube, whoever watched the short, that I use the materials that I have, and sometimes I forget the spoon. I usually forget the spoon. I remember everything else, but I usually forget something, and I usually forget the spoon. So just... girly, right? So making use of the materials that you have on hand. Okay. So I'm just checking the consistency of your tea leaves right now, Teresa. 1 second here. Just gonna strain out any excess water here. And as I'm doing this, I just want to also, while I'm thinking of it, I'd like to also say another big, huge thank you to all of our new subscribers. I say we and our because, as far as I'm concerned, it isn't me, it's all of us together. So I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of the new subscribers here on this channel. Thank you so much. I think at last count, we're at 480 or 41. We are so close to getting into that milestone of 500. So we're so close. So thank you so much. Every single thing, like hitting that subscribe button, hitting that bell for future updates, all the thumbs up, they like the videos. They all make a huge difference in the algorithms, and that's why so many YouTubers do ask for that. Please and thank you, is it does help to get our message out there. So thank you so much, and welcome if you're new. Maybe when we get to 500, we should have a party. We should do something for fun to celebrate. So let's put that out there, and maybe we can start thinking of some ideas of something fun that we can do. Yeah, thank you, Sheila. Yeah, I keep going in like, oh, New subscribers. We're getting so close. Yeah, we should celebrate. So once we get to 500, let's start thinking of some ideas that we could do to celebrate with. It's like a live party on whatever. We need to start thinking about something. Like a special reading, something like that, something fun. First thing I do when I get to a channel, yes, Teresa, yes, me too. If I like something, that's what I do too. Yeah. Okay, just checking the consistency, Teresa. It's just taking a little bit longer. 1 second, sorry. I just have to move around a little bit. Sorry, 1 second. I had a bit of a rough night last night, but still in a bit of pain, so I'll just move around a bit. Okay, that's better. Okay, that's good. Here we go. Okay, Teresa. First thing I do, okay, Shaylee. Next month you will reach 500. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shaylee. That actually tracks with the way that things are going right now, so thank you so much for that. I'll hold you to it. Okay, let's go. So this reading right now is for Teresa. And I just think it's really fun to hang out here live too. I think it's really like a really fun thing to do. I've already covered the reasons why in March I wasn't going live. I think I went live twice. So it was just it's just so much fun to be back. I really missed everyone. Just getting your cup ready right now, Teresa, just in case you're wondering. Just dabbing away any excess liquid, letting it strain out of the cup so it won't skew the images formed in the base. Something that I like to do. There we go. There we are. Oops. Just put that over here. There we go. Okay, Teresa, ready? Okay, let's go. And again, Teresa, that my email address, Dragonfly put my email address into the chat, Teresa. So that's my email. So if you would like me to send you pictures of your tea leaves, please just send me a quick email. You made yourself a pin cushion. Not sure I could stay calm through that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Teresa, Dragonfly, 100% right. Yep, 100%. A little bit sore over here. Yeah, a bit sore. Okay, Teresa, let's go. And again, please don't put what your question is or what you're thinking about into the chat. It just keeps me as objective as possible. Entertainment purposes only. Let's go. You're thirsty for a cup of tea now. The funny thing is, Teresa, is that I don't drink tea that much. I mean, I do. Anyways. But I hope that you enjoy your maybe make yourself a cup of tea. And if you do, I hope that you enjoy it. I do like tea. I just find it amusing that I love coffee a lot and then I drink tea. Okay, let's go. Let's see. So, Teresa, it appears as though to me, let me just check what's going on here. Okay. Looks like we have, generally speaking, overall, I would say right now, as of right now, I do read chronologically, now, on the way, and later, now, on the way, and later, on the way, later. Things across the board, generally speaking, for you right now appear to be calm and clear and quiet. So it's like either one of those situations where you're happy with that and or you want things to get moving a little bit more. You do have a variation of a layout that we do often see where you do have one main event or situation taking place. Aside from this one main event or situation, you do have a fair amount of clear space otherwise in your cup. So it appears like, from what I'm seeing, to use the quiet, I would say, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not into that, but to use the quiet time that you have coming up to get anything that you need to get done. So it's all out of the way. And you also at the same time won't as of now, as of later, won't have any distractions as well while the main event or situation is taking place, which is really nice to see. I mean, having said that, however, even though it's relatively quiet, if not very quiet, a lot of like many good things are happening at that time. So in those quieter areas of your life, what or situations or whatever the case may be, whatever word or words you want to use, um, there is something significant. One thing in particular that is significant. Well, there's two, but there's one that's more significant than the other, where you really are receiving a lot of goodness. You are receiving like a lot of good things. I would say this involves a new opportunity of some kind that's being contemplated. It's still either in the beginning phases, which makes sense. It hasn't happened yet, as of now, as of later, and or it's an idea that's just maybe still like it's still in the beginning phases, something to that effect. But it is something that's being contemplated, and somehow that does involve you receiving very good things. I would say it's still working, like it's still in process, but it looks as though to me that it appears as though to me it's very, very good. And that entire situation does begin with writing in some way, shape, or form, whether that's documents, paperwork, whatever the case may be. And that does help to create. Yeah, you receiving good, like you receiving significantly, like very good things. It does create a sense of unconventional stability as well. So when I say that, what I mean by that is, for example, you paint boxes, sell them online and make money. So it's unconventional. It gives you stability, but it's just different or unique. What is interesting about that individual scenario is that it is indirectly related to this main event or situation. It's just that it's not obvious, maybe obvious at that time. It is indirectly related. It is. It's just that it's standalone in and of itself, but it is connected to the main event or situation by some kind of unconventional stability that has two parts which are significant, and there's documents or paperwork that are involved with that. But it looks like a good scenario. It really does. So aside from that situation, the main event or situation is comprised of essentially two different parts. One is more significant than the other. The one that's less significant starts first, and there's some connection with, again, writing. There's three instances of writing, so whether that is whatever that may be, but writing in some way, shape, or form. And this all helps to create a sense of a lot of unconventional stability for you, and also this unique, it's a version of a unique opportunity in some way. I would say it's a glass half full, slight glass half full versus glass half empty reminder, perspective, perception reminder here. But the main part of this event or situation, you do have some surprises, very much so, I would say in the short term, as well as documents, paperwork, action, momentum, reassurance is also being indicated regarding the one main document that's taking place very, very soon. And it's like one of those situations where you know where you're standing and you don't at the same time. In other words, there's definitely, I would say, surprises on the way regarding this as of now, as of later, but this is happening very, very quite soon, I would say. And it does have an abundance and prosperity that's involved with it. Again, writing and documents. So there's either something to do with documents, paperwork, and or education connection that I keep seeing repeatedly throughout here. But honestly, it does look good. It looks like it sort of concludes with a sizable happy face, almost like you're crying happy tears. So again, there's that little bit of a scenario where it's glass half full versus glass half empty, but it does look like it's very interesting, and it does. Before we get into the base, which is more of the distant future, there's a reminder here for using using intellect, critical thinking skills, something along those lines. But there's a lot of things happening behind the scenes as well. But there's this action momentum as well, like carrying on, resiliency, that kind of scenario. And then when we get into the base, again, that is also the case. This reminder for linear thinking, critical thinking skills, intellect. That's what I'm trying to go for. Intellect, that's the word. Yeah. And also reassurance and things taking place, starting to take form very, very nicely. So I hope that you enjoyed that reading, Teresa. Hope that you enjoyed that reading. So let me put this cup aside for you right now. So I know this one belongs to you. And thank you so much for letting me read for you. That's awesome. Exciting for you. I always say exciting. I'm always excited whenever I see someone's cup, but it's because I am excited for you. I'm always interested to see what are in the leaves and what's coming up for you. It looks really, really cool. So thank you so much. Okay. So, Dragonfly, you are up next, and thank you so much, Dragonfly, for all your help in the chat there. Thank you so much, Teresa. That's nice. That's amazing. I always have to check because of this little thingy this little thing on the screen that blocks off some of the most recent message in the chat. So just, well, thank you so much. Yes, I'm always excited to see what's on the way. Okay. All right. So Dragonfly, you are up next. So let's get your leaves ready. Okay. Oh, enjoy. Yes. Tea with honey is really good. I don't use honey whenever I make tea leaf, like get the tea leaves ready for someone's reading because I just don't. But enjoy. I love honey. I just try and get them pasteurized whenever possible, but that's just my own preference. Well, you enjoy your cup of tea, Teresa. You enjoy your cup of tea. Enjoy it. Okay. Okay, Dragonfly, let's get your reading ready. Here we go. Going to strain out any excess liquid here that we have in your cup. Here we go. Just taking a minute, put quite a bit of water in, so just one moment while I get myself ready here. Okay. Here we go. Let's get your cup ready. I do sort of go quiet at this point in time sometimes. There we go. Go. Almost ready. Just put quite a bit of water in it, so I'm just using a Kleenex here to strain it out. Yeah, Shaylee, it's just my own personal preference, but I do like tea. I do, but I love coffee. Looks pretty good. Let's just check and see what we have here. Consistency. So what you're hearing in the background here is me just pushing the leaves down back into the base. And I know different people do read tea leaves differently. Like I said before, I read chronologically. That's just how I've always done it. You know, different traditions read differently, like different parts of the cup can represent different things. People have different ways of reading tea leaves. I just chronological, and that's just how I've always done it. Just need to strain out a little bit more Dragonfly, but we're close, close. And again, a reminder, entertainment purposes only. So if you're watching this now, or if you're watching this on a replay and you would like to have a tea leaf reading here live, I am back again here as of now, next Thursday, which is, I need to double check that date. I need to get next week's live scheduled, but it's Thursday, May the 16th, it looks like. So we will be back again here on Monday, May 13th for the weekly reading and the general weekly tea leaf reading. And then on Thursday, May 16th for the live viewer readings. In case you're wondering what we're doing, coffee in the AM, tea in the afternoon, Dragonfly. I'm nursing English. Oh, that sounds delicious. English afternoon tea. You enjoy it. It sounds really good. Really, really, really good. So we'll aim to be back again here next Monday and Thursday evenings, 8 p.m. Eastern. Always, always, always. If for whatever reason I cannot go live, I always update my community tab. So even if I always update my community tab. So if the day of going live. So if for whatever reason I'm not able to go live, I will always let you know. And if I am going live, I just put a quick note there to confirm. I try to put a link in also in the post to the scheduled live, just to make it easier for you. Oops. Ready? 1, 2, 3. It's black tea base. It's actually strong. Yes, yes. But sometimes you just want to have a nice, strong cup of tea. It can be very comforting. I usually go for rooibos, or if I'm drinking herbal tea, then it's usually spearmint or peppermint. It's just me. Okay, here we go. Just allowing any excess liquid to strain out now. Here we are. Always takes a little while to get the cups ready. There we go. Perfect. Put this over here. Okay, ready? Let's start. Well, here I can find. Let's go. Oh, 1 second. Let me just get a little bit of excess liquid I just see in the base. I'm very detailed here, but I want to make sure I'm doing as well as possible. 1 second. Okay, perfect. Okay. So it looks like on the rim, which is right now. 1 second. Cool. It's cool, Shaylee. Looks like there's one main event or situation taking place right now, Dragonfly, where things are coming again, where things are coming clear and quiet, and you're happy with that, and or you want things to get moving a little bit more. This is generally speaking across the board, but this is like in regards to one situation in particular. There's likely, it's small, but there may be some reference to paperwork, documents, writing in some way, shape, or form that's present. You do have a main event or situation that is being shown in here. It's a layout that we do often see. It's comprising approximately 1/8 of your cup. So to start off with, to begin with. So it does, like, for the next short, timing is variable. And sometimes we can see indications of timing in tea leaf reading, but as of like right now, in the upcoming time, we'll say it like that, in the upcoming time, it is 1/8 of the cup. So it may not be hugely significant. However, what is happening within this main event or situation is significant. And then as time progresses, about halfway through the cup, that's when the situation expands, becomes a bit larger, a bit more significant, a few more things taking place within that. And then that's when it becomes about 1/4 of the cup. So it does intensify in growth. It becomes bigger and more important as time progresses. Like Teresa, aside from this main event or situation, similar to her reading, you do have a fair amount of clear space. So in other words, you don't really have too many, from what I'm seeing in here anyway, there's not really any distractions, hardly any distractions. So in other words, you can get anything that you need to get done. So you don't have to do it later. Bit of a respite, it's quieter for you. So you are able to focus on the main event or situation and get that focused on. Essentially, there's really no distractions for you. This main event or situation, let's see what we have here. It starts off, it begins with 2 individual scenarios, whatever the case may be. But there's actually 3 of them, but it begins with 2 and then it becomes 3. And then directly related to the first 2 individual instances, then we have another instance. So it's like essentially there's 4 scenarios, 4 individual instances taking place in the short term. but really it sort of goes 2, 3, and then 4. The 2 that take place first that lead to that 4th one that I mentioned, it forms a lovely, happy, cute little winky, cheeky, happy face, grinning, happy face. So whatever the situation is referring to, I'd say it's very positive. I would say also that there's likely messages, communication, likely by electronically, not about the home and or family taking place. There's likely a helpful individual who is present with a prominent chin, prominent hairstyle. Best way that I can describe that. But there is something taking place behind the scenes regarding that. It's just that we're not supposed to know. There's a bit of an unknown at the moment in time. Like we're really not supposed to know all the details regarding that. But there is a helpful individual. Also, I would say a small reminder here, possibly to take some time out for your own self-care. Not telling you what to do at all there, of course. But this is all help. Those 4 instances, they are helping to form a very unique scenario where it's some kind of change, transformation, new opportunity of some kind. It's just that it's unique. It may still maybe in the beginning phases right now, but I would say it's just a very unique scenario, but it looks to be good. It does lead to another instance of you basically know where you stand and yet but you don't at the same time. There's clarity and yet not. And that's regarding 3 documents. I'm going to say 3 documents in particular. Well, there's actually 4. There's 3 documents in particular, and there's something taking place behind the scenes with another document that we just don't have, we're just not privy to yet. Another surprise. That leads to another instance of like the sacredness, a spiritualness, a spirituality, something along those lines. And that energy, that scenario has, it's all to do with unconventional stability, yes, but also there's a Cancerian connection. I'm no astrologer nor a numerologist. However, there is a Cancerian connection. Someone likely who is that sign and or the qualities and or characteristics of that sign. And this all relates to documents, paperwork, quite easily education as well, to be honest. It's either documents and or paperwork and or education. It's one of the 2. And then at that point in time, we do have unconventional stability, yes. And this all helps to create a situation where there's some thinking and talking, things up in the air a little bit. The number 1 and 4 may be significant for you as well. And again, writing, paperwork of some kind, possibly education related in some way, shape, or form. Letter Y, possibly number 4 as well. So there's a few letters, people, places, or things. That's what I always say whenever I see letters. Okay. Glass half full versus glass half empty. Perspective, perception, silver lining. Small scenario regarding that, but there is also reassurance regarding that, specifically regarding writing, an instance of writing or documents of some kind. This does lead into the base, which is a bit more, which is also quite busy. I would say that you are able to focus on everything. You're not really being distracted too much or being pulled in off in too many different directions, but it looks to be quite busy. I don't know if you're thinking of possibly changing property or looking into property, but that's also coming up for you too. So I hope that was helpful, Dragonfly. Thank you so much. Hope that you enjoyed your reading. Yay. Lots to see. Lots to see. That sounds actually really good with a green tea. Sounds delicious. Awesome. Well, Dragonfly, thank you so much for letting me read for you. It looks like really fun. Well, I know I always say it, but it's always true. Looks good. Okay, up next, Shaylee. Shaylee, you're back. Okay, so let's get your cup ready, Shaylee. Thank you. Thank you, Dragonfly. Okay, so let's get your tea leaves ready, Shaylee. I'm just going to put them into the cup right now. Yay! I love the green heart. That's so cheerful. And the smiley face. Okay. So I'm using a blend of rooibos tea. That's what I'm using tonight. Okay, Shaylee, let's get your tea leaves ready. Right, here we go. And in case you're just joining us now, or you're watching this in the replay and you're wondering, like, what are we doing? We are reading tea leaves. So, and we'd mentioned this before briefly, especially regarding the conversation that Tracy sort of started there with an herbal tea. Oh, hang on, I have to see if you give me this. Honey bush caramel. Oh, no, I would drink that. That sounds delicious. Honey bush caramel. That sounds really good. We are reading tea leaves. So we're looking at tea leaves and we're looking to see what images they form in a cup. That's what tea leaf reading is. They can be literal, symbolic, and or both. It's a divination tool. We do ask for and receive divine guidance. Just checking the consistency for you right now, Shaylee. Okay, here we go. Let's check. Perfect. That's perfect. Perfect. Excellent. Okay, let me push your leaves back down into the base. Background noise here as I push the leaves back down into the cup. Okay. As always, I will aim to have this replay posted likely tomorrow. I always go in, tweak the description, and then I go ahead and post it, or sometimes I schedule it in advance to be posted the next day. But I will aim to have this posted tomorrow. There we go. Sounds really good. Okay. Here we go, Shaylee. 1, 2, 3. Flip it over. And I just pick it up. I turn it around 3 or 4 times for tradition. I know you can't really see me doing it. My camera, my phone is quite tilted, but I am rotating the cup about 3 or 4 times. Always clockwise. Always clockwise. That energetically that reinforces. So that's what we're doing. I even do that with, that even applies as far as I'm concerned with Reiki sessions that I do offer too. It's always clockwise. Okay. Bit of a side note there. Okay, here we are. Well, ladies, thank you so much for being here. It's really fun that you're here in the chat. And until such time that we can hang out together in the same room. I know I always say it, but it's 100% true. This is the next best thing. So thank you so much. Here we are. And as always, I know you ladies know this, but all the readings I do offer are for entertainment purposes only. So really, just take what you will, please, and leave what you don't. 1 second, Shaylee, I'm working on it. Quite a bit of liquid tea. Keep straining out. Just want to make sure it's all set here before I go ahead and start your reading. Okay, that's pretty good. Thanks so much, Shaylee. Okay, ready? Let's go. I began using, I know it looks very strange to use Kleenex, but one time I was doing a group tea leaf reading, and this was a few years ago. And in group tea leaf reading, sometimes everyone stays together in the same, at the same time, and they all hear each other's readings. Sometimes it's more private. It's up to the individuals as far as I'm concerned. But I was like, what do I do? How do I accurately strain? I remember the moment. I remember which tea leaf reading it was, the group tea leaf reading. I remember where it was, and it came into me. He was like, tissues. Okay. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Thank you. So I've been using it ever since. I know it must look so weird, but it really works well as far as I'm concerned. It just allows me to get as accurate as possible. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's see. Zeno, hello. Thanks for being here, Zeno. Tarot is cool. I like tarot too. Awesome. Well, welcome. Okay, so we are reading for Shaylee. So this is Shaylee's tea leaf reading, the last of the evening. We began to we learned collectively to cap it off at 3 for these viewer tea leaf readings. So in terms of like timing, like we began almost an hour ago and we're just finishing up now. I know there's always talk and preparation in between, but this is a case in point. So if you're interested in having a tea leaf reading again, Zeno, I would say come back next week. Come back again on Thursday. You'd like to have a live viewer reading. But thanks for being here. Yeah, I like tarot too. Tarot's awesome. I'm very much a novice when it comes to tarot, but I do like it. Okay, Shaylee, ready? Okay. Let's start. And welcome, Zeno. I hope I'm saying your name right. If I'm not, my apologies. I'm just very short-sighted and keep looking at the computer. 1 second. Okay, let's go. Okay, Shaylee, so it looks as though to me, let's begin at the top. I do read chronologically. Quick reminder, now on the way and later. So confirming what's happening right now. Looks like you're a little busy. Okay, Shaylee, so it looks like you have, okay, 1 second, Shaylee. One second. Okay, so 2. Okay. That's part of the cup. Yeah, okay. So it looks like to me, from what I'm seeing in here, Shaylee, you have 3 events or situations taking place right now in terms of, like, I use metaphors a lot. So for example, in this case, you have 2 gold and 1 bronze. You have 2 events or situations taking place right now, which are more important or more significant than the smaller of the 3. But again, I would say that you have like 2 main ones and 1 small one taking place right now. The small one, it looks like there's some connection with, there may be some like communications, some messages somehow that are involved in that scenario, possibly something to do with things becoming into fruition, things taking place, things starting to happen, things along those lines. And as for one of the other larger events or situations, there's likely a document or paperwork in some way, shape, or form that is involved. Looking into the cup, you have, interesting. So you have 1 main event or situation taking place. It's a layout that we do often see, where it's comprising approximately about a quarter of the cup. So it is significant. Aside from that scenario, so whenever there's more than 1 reading happening at a time, whether, in my experience, whether it's a psychic medium reading or whether it's a tea leaf reading, if more people than 1 have a reading read around the same time, usually there's a commonality, there's a theme. And one of the themes tonight seems to be on the sides, on the way, there's a little bit more of a quieter time. So you do have that. However, what's interesting too is that in the short term, Shaylee, you do have a few events taking place in the short term. Specifically, I would say 1, 2. I'll say that's 3, 4, 5. So 5 individual, like standalone events or situations, which I would say are all indirectly related to each other. Basically, it's just that they are all taking place at around the same time, but they're all very short term. They do lead to a smaller event or situation taking place much later in the cup. But in the short term, it's like, okay, they happen and then they complete, and then quiet time, and then, and then it's like, oh, okay, now I see this event or situation and I see how it's related to what happened before. Something like that, things along those lines. They appear to be quite busy though too, just wanted to mention that. Okay, so in the main event or situation here, It is related to, I would say it's actually related to all three events or scenarios taking place, but right now, but specifically to like the bronze one, the smaller of the three that I mentioned at the beginning. It does begin with you receiving something positive. It looks like there's writing involved, maybe some creativity in some way, shape, or form, whatever that may be. Now, that instance, I would say it looks positive. It may be like one of those situations where we're not 100% sure what's going on at that point in time, but it does lead to happy faces. It does lead to more than one happy face. It also helps to create. It does lead to a conclusion of some kind, but again, as part of that conclusion, you have more than one happy face. So again, it looks like it's a positive scenario, and it does also help to create a sense of unconventional stability. I've already mentioned what that is. I won't mention it again, not to be repetitive, but I am seeing that in here as well. There's likely a Cancerian connection, so someone who is that sign and or the qualities and or characteristics of Cancerian, like Cancer the crab. I'm no astrologer here, obviously, but that's what I'm seeing. Like hearth and home, home and family, emotions, intuition, healing, things along those lines. Oh, thank you so much, Dragonfly. No worries at all. Thank you so much for being here and for all of your help as always. Never be sorry. I just thank you so much for all of your help. Have a wonderful weekend too. Yes, for sure. Let's see you on Monday. I love you. Thank you so much, Dragonfly. Everyone, just thank you so much to Dragonfly because she really keeps the chat nice and clean and running well. So thank you so much. Have a great, great evening, Dragonfly, and a nice weekend too. So as we go along here, Shaylee. Yeah, a bit of a glass half full versus glass half empty scenario, but it's nothing bad at all. Is that you do have these happy faces in here. There's also reassurance that's also being indicated, and I do wonder, are you thinking of moving? Curious. Don't say in the chat if you don't want to, but I do wonder that. It looks like there may be a connection here with property in some way, shape, or form. It looks like it is forming very nicely. Yeah, okay, yeah. There's something along those lines, Shaylee, that I am seeing in here, and there is a helpful individual. And again, this is where we have this document, paperwork, connection in some way, shape, or form. And there is forward movement regarding that. And then there's likely this individual likely is a woman and is likely a fire sign. Like there's action and momentum taking place regarding this individual. And somehow this all has to do with, well, case in point, what we just said, a new idea, a new concept somehow that is being indicated in some way. Now, the letter W and or U may be involved. And if so, I would say there's likely regarding this individual. Okay. Helpful people, yes, for sure, I would say are involved. That perspective, perception, conversation taking place again. It may be one of those situations where we're like, oh, I'm not too sure about if we like this situation, but there's so much taking place and so many good things to focus on, and it does lead to a good scenario. So I'm just saying that, putting that out there. But you have a lot going on here. Reassurance is also being indicated here as well as abundance and prosperity. That's also being indicated, directly involved with that property or house move or property in some way, shape, or form. Yet again, okay, yeah. So a reminder that in my opinion, we all have divine help anyway. So sometimes it's nice just to have that reminder. So I do see that a reminder here, a reference for divine protection, unconditional love, the qualities of unconditional love, support, loyalty, commitment, protection are present. Okay, thank you so much, Shaylee. And likely that involves you receiving communication in some way, shape, or form, like you receiving something tangible, whatever that may be referencing. And again, we have this form of unconventional stability. Yes, you're receiving very good things. Yes, something to do with this property connection. It's working, like it's in process clearly, and it looks like that continues to be in process. But yes, it's like in one instance you are receiving communication, and one instance you are sending it. It's like receiving messages about the home and or family, but also sending information too about not the home and or family. Okay, so and then as we head into the base, busy base, Shaylee. Wow. Okay, so I will just say busy, good things. A small reminder here to take some time out for your own self-care, action, momentum, things taking place rather quickly, positive movement forward, not being held back, going for whatever it is that you want to have. a positive venture, like a good creative project of some kind that is in process, that's in route. Properties coming up again, looks positive, and things taking place beautifully. Wow, Shaylee. So that looks very interesting to me. So I hope that you enjoyed your tea leaf reading, Shaylee. And if so, please let me know if you'd like me to send you pictures of your tea leaf reading. Thanks for the reminder there, or confirmation rather. And Shaylee, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my email address into the chat. Again, I'm just going to put like a space in there, but you can remove the space and you can send that to me. And I will send you pictures if you want me to. Okay. Thank you so much, Shaylee. Thank you so much. Well, everyone, again, thank you for being here. I really appreciate your time, taking time out of your busy Thursday evening to spend some time here and read tea leaves. I appreciate each and every one of you. We will be back again here on Monday. I have to go ahead and schedule those lives, but I'll do that likely this evening or tomorrow at the very latest. And that will be for next Monday, May the 13th, and also next Thursday, that is May the 16th. So the 13th and the 16th at 8 p.m. Eastern, both times. Monday is the general weekly tea leaf reading. So look at the week ahead to see what universe, source, divine source, creator would like us to know. The boss, as I like to say affectionately, as a look at the week ahead. And then again on next Thursday, the 16th, that is again live viewer readings. So if you like to have a quick 5-minute tea leaf reading, like a taste test of what a tea leaf reading is like, please come back again here next Thursday, May the 16th at 8 p.m. Eastern. And again, my thanks to everyone who is subscribed to this channel. I appreciate you so much. We keep seeing the numbers going up, so we're so close to 500. And yeah, when we get to 500 subs, let's celebrate. I know Shaylee, you said that's going to happen next month. I 100% agree with you. So we'll come up with some ideas and we can have a nice fun celebration for that. As another way to support the channel, obviously liking the videos, watching them, subscribing, all help tremendously. If you'd like to help more, obviously I'm available for private readings. If you're interested in doing so, you can always contact me. All of my links are in the description box below. The easiest one most likely is my link tree that's in the description box below. So under like the header right here, you just have to push more and then it opens up and then you can scroll down and then see my link trees in there. I also have a Ko-fi page. So if you wish to, don't feel like you need to, but if you want to, if you'd like to buy me a coffee or a cup of tea or brie a biscuit or buy your dog a little cookie, that is also most appreciated. And that is also in the description box below. That's over on Ko-fi. So everyone, thank you again. Hope that you have an amazing, amazing evening. And I look forward to seeing you again next week. Luxury Quick. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I will aim again to have this live replay posted tomorrow morning, likely in the morning or early afternoon at the latest. And until then, have a great evening. Have a wonderful Friday. Have an amazing weekend. It's coming up so fast. How are we already at May? Time's going by so quickly.
Mother's Day is on Sunday.
Oh, Mom is saying as a reminder to everyone, Mother's Day is on Sunday. Wink, wink.
Hint,
Hint, hint. Hint, hint. Yes, Mom. Hint, hint.
Every day is Mother's Day.
Yes, every day is Mother's Day. I always feel badly ending the live because in the chat we're always having such lovely conversations, but I'll end it right now. Have a great, great evening, and we'll see you back again here on Monday, May the 13th. Thank you so much, Luxury Quick. Bye, everyone. Have a great evening, and we'll see you again next week.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for joining us.